This is Finlay Sturgis with seconds out. Delighted. I'm so delighted.
You've got to accept the mistakes with the good bits. So you are delighted, and I have said a lot of bad things in my career. And if your whole career all you say is wrong is delighted, you've had a touch.
Next time I see you, we'll stick with delighted. But we will start on Leo Tang and Tiamatan, two brilliant performances. What do you make of them?
Look spectacular. When you think Leo, 18 years old, Tia, 19 years old, the journey these two are on is going to be special. Adam Macka thrown into the mix as well. You know, it's exciting times for the sport. We're investing heavily into the future of the sport and excited about what these guys and girls are going to do. Leo Tang, 18 years old in the ring, like how calm, composed he was, the shot selection. Then outside of the ring, the way he talks. You know, he's got everything. He's got everything. And Tia, she's going to become a 4-weight undisputed champion by the age of 22. So it's going to be interesting.
Katie Taylor in attendance. Not many people would have thought Katie Taylor would have been in Sunderland, but nevertheless, she was here. What did she have to say about Tia?
Yeah, you heard what she said in the interview. She said she is the current day star of female boxing. And she was talking about Tia, not herself. Look, Tia, she's got a long way to go to develop. She's young still. She's 19 years old, as we know. But Katie truly believes in her, you know, and we didn't expect to see Katie Taylor at Sunderland live, did we? But she was here and she loved it and stayed for Sandy Ryan as well, obviously another one of her stable mates with a great win.
Sandy Ryan did look good, looked very big in her frame, especially against her opponent. Is this the next step to put her back on that world stage?
For sure. You know, look, Jade hadn't been at that level that Sandy's been at. But fair play to her, kept coming, kept delivering, you know, kept coming forward in the fight, and respect to her. So she'll get some fight. I'm sure she'll get a lot of fights from here. And Sandy's got to step up back into those world title opportunities now. I think you'll see Sandy Ryan in big fights. You know, a lot of the talk is Chantel Cameron fight could be interesting. You know, be a lot of back and forth between those two. So yeah, excited.
Is that the fight to make if Katie Taylor doesn't take the Chantel Cameron fight?
I think so. Look, Katie's going to decide what she wants to do. She's in the driving seat. She's the commercial kingpin of female boxing, you know, and she's going to decide what's best. But I think that's a great fight, Chantel Cameron and Sandy Ryan, and a fight that people will really buy into.
We'll jump back to Adam Macka. Good performance. Got caught with a couple of right hands to introduce him into the professional game. How excited are you to see Adam Macka again?
100%. Look, he was non-stop, wasn't he? He don't stop throwing punches. And those kind of opponents that don't just, you know, how many times have we seen, you know, young prospects coming through, going in against fighters who aren't going to deliver them any experience? In fights like that, Adam Macka gains a lot of experience, and as he's going to step through the ranks, that's what he's going to need. So, you know, Adam's got a good journey ahead of him, and looking forward to what's ahead.
Later on the card, some would call it an upset, but we know Troy Williams' resume and his CV. Great performance, great finish. What did you make of that? Mark looked in pretty big distress.
Yeah, look, a spectacular fight. Respect to both guys because they really gave us a special fight, didn't they? That we will always remember. That everyone in this arena tonight and watching at home on TV. You know, I think Troy, I'm very happy for him because he's a lovely bloke who's been in the sport a long time and trained hard for this fight. You saw the shape he was in there tonight. You know, he deserved it because the odds were really against him in there. You know, I think for Mark, he's a brilliant fighter, but he obviously needs to apply himself in the sport to get the best out of it. And, you know, it wasn't professional coming in overweight, and I think he's got to look at how he approaches his return to the ring. You know, because boxing isn't a sport where you can cut corners. And I'm not saying he did, but, you know, the weight, it doesn't help him in these kind of nights. But a great fight, and respect to both of them for that.
Someone who was in attendance tonight was Callum Simpson. I know we spoke and touched on Boxer. Is it odd that he wasn't doing any media, yet was it a matchroom card with Boxer potential falling out?
No, look, we have fighters from other promoters at every show we promote. I like Callum Simpson. I've known him a long time. I played paddle with him in Saudi Arabia. I've spent a lot of time around him. I don't know what his plans are next. We shall see. We shall see what next steps are for Callum. But I'm interested to see what he decides. He's a huge ticket seller. You know, he's a real star who's built a great profile for himself and deserves some great opportunities.
We know that you've got some big heavyweights here at Matchroom, but Joseph Parker and Fabio Wardley has been announced. What do you make of that fight?
Brilliant fight. It's a close fight. Oh, sorry, mate. Oh, the superstars here now. Look. he's a better talker than me, this guy as well. Great fight. I love them both. I get on very well with both Fabio and with Joseph, and it's a close fight. It's a very close fight. You know, it's the kind of fight that the fans want to see. I think you have to say the favourite in the fight is Joseph because of the experience he's got, but you can't count Fabio out. Look at what he's done time and time again.
Do you think it's maybe a sidestep for Parker? He needs activity, but Fabio Wardley didn't look great against Justice Hooney, but that thunderous right hand got him out of jail.
Yeah, look, it's a risk. Every fight in the heavyweight division is a risk, and there's a lot of fighters who would sit back and wait. But Joseph's not that kind of guy. You know, momentum is key in every fighter's career, and he feels like he wants to get straight in there, and let's just see a great fight.
We'll just leave on Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather. What do you make of it?
I think Mike Tyson's going to win by a controversial knockout in the first round.
Thank you very much, Frank. It's always a pleasure.
Cheers, mate.